So, please give a warm welcome to the Deputy Mayor of the City of Amsterdam, Mr. Alexander Scholtes.
Thank you very much. Great to be here. I saw you have a wonderful program for 3 days. I hope you'll forgive me, I cannot join you all those 3 days. It's a very busy day. I just came back from the Trans Pride walk in the east of Amsterdam, and after this I have another obligation, so please forgive me, I have to leave about 5:30. But it is great to be here, especially with you. Pride is always a very special time in Amsterdam. It's a time to cherish our LGBTQIA plus community, to celebrate the strength and diversity of all queer individuals, and also to raise our voice against discrimination, exclusion, and even violence the community unfortunately still faces. It is also time to welcome many guests from all over the world, and they come to join us in our celebration and activism. And I feel incredibly honored to have the opportunity to welcome you here today in a major's residency. First, I want to extend a warm welcome to the organization, LGBT Europe. Thank you for your tireless efforts and amazing program you've organized during this Pride Week. And also welcome to all guests who have traveled from all around Europe here today. I think your presence unites the Filipino queer diaspora here on the continent, also showing the strength of your community. And lastly, I also want to welcome Mr. Osios and Ms. Kabatingan as representatives of the Embassy of the Republic of the Philippines. Like you just presented also the award, your support is very important. It's invaluable and highly appreciated. We highly appreciate your presence here today. Dear guests, being part of the diaspora means you're connected to two worlds. I know a bit about this, being the mother of an the son of an Indonesian mother. Sorry. So two worlds: the world of your heritage, where your family still might live, and the world you're living in right now. Filipino LGBT Europe is connected to these two worlds. Within Europe, you work hard to create a community and to support one another in times of need. And while living here, you fight for equal rights back home in the Philippines. So one community, two fights. That is a massive, highly important, courageous job to take on. And for that courage and determination, I applaud you. You've shown us what you can do if you put your hearts and minds to work. The Filipino LGBT Europe organization has shown that even with a relatively small community, your impact can be immense. For example, together with the Red Cross, you've provided food and medical aid during the COVID pandemic. You've raised awareness for the medical care available for undocumented migrants here in the city. And you've also raised funds for LGBT organization Golden Gays in the Philippines. So with all your efforts, you are connected to those two worlds of the diaspora. And this Pride Week, you extend your impact even further. I'm very happy to see you took this week as an opportunity to strengthen your community by inviting guests from all over Europe, to build bridges and also to introduce us to your community. Because to me, the Pride Weeks it is now, they're not just about celebration, also not just about protest, but also a time to learn. In the documentary Tulipa, which I believe will be screened tomorrow here in Amsterdam, you describe yourself with a beautiful metaphor of a typical Dutch flower, the tulip. And then I have to be honest, the tulip isn't really a Dutch flower. It was, maybe you know this, maybe not, it was introduced in the Netherlands in the 16th century. But okay, it's actually an Asian flower that blooms beautifully here in the Netherlands, just like you. And over the past years, we've also been reflecting more and more on ourselves, on the way in which we support the LGBTQIA community. And we have come to the conclusion that in creating space for queer people, we have too often overlooked minority groups. Those people that face multiple forms and multiple layers of discrimination. Transgender people, migrants, people of color. All these minorities and many more have not been allowed enough space to express themselves. They have had to face hardships, and our city did not fully recognize them. And of course, I'm glad to say those days are over, but we can still do better. So I invite you to tell us about your experiences and to show us how to improve, how to appreciate, respect, and empower, and how to build a better future for all. So dear guests, on behalf of the City of Amsterdam, thank you so much for coming here to our city, to this location, and I wish you a great first Filipino-European LGBTQIA+ Advocates Forum. Thank you very much.
I'm joined by my fellow board of directors of the foundation. On behalf of the Filipino LGBT Foundation and the Filipino community present with us here, we would like to say thank you very much for joining us today and for your support for the Filipino LGBTQIA+ community in Europe.
Thank you very much.